crypto just got worse. Earlier we actually were talking about FTX entire collapse, entire shitstorm that actually happened. But today we have to talk about a possible next platform that might actually crumble. Today we are talking about Crypto.com. So before we actually continue, just minimize this. Listen to this while you're working on your working out or whatever it is, because I'm not going to be sharing anything on the screen, so it's easier for you guys. But anyway, let's talk about Crypto.com. Crypto.com. Chris actually came out to, not Chris from Crypto.com. He actually came out to actually defend the fact that there was a 320,000 Ethereum withdrawal out of Crypto.com. And of course, a lot of people were worried that this is a move that was done to defend themselves because they wanted to get more inflows, they wanted to get more capital, they wanted to get more money before people started the huge withdrawals. Of course, after what we saw from FTX, people are definitely worried without a doubt. So of course, with seeing such a huge outflow of a 320,000 Ethereum out of the exchange, people were thinking, what is going on? This 320,000 Ethereum, usually when it's actually being brought out of the exchange, is usually supposed to go over to a cold wallet. But today, it's actually brought all the way over to Gate.io. Of course, right now, Crypto.com is actually insisting that this was actually a mistake. This was a faux pas on the transaction, and they have already returned it back to the exchange itself and into a cold wallet, according to Crypto.com. But whatever the case may be, right now, crypto is definitely not having the best time forward. So today, I have to kind of just give a pretty fair warning to everyone who's still holding on to their crypto. If you're still holding on to crypto today, as of 14th of November 2022, if you're still holding on to your crypto on exchanges, get them out. Not your crypto at all. When the crypto is in an exchange, it is not your crypto. Okay, not your keys, not your coin. A lot of time they kind of say that. Okay, and it's because if you do not have a proper key to access all your currencies, all your coins, all your cryptocurrencies and such, that is not your token. If you're only gonna be accessing those tokens via an exchange, those are not exactly yours. Because why? For example, if you're using Kraken, if you're using Coinbase, if you're using Gemini, if you're using Binance, whatever it may be, any of these platforms, they can show you that, right now you have $20,000 worth of cryptocurrency on its platform. So what? Because if they start to hold off all withdrawals, those $20,000 is going to be worth zero. So be smart about it, okay? Be smart about it. Get your money out of your exchanges. Okay, so get your crypto out of your exchanges. That's going to be the most important thing. Next up, of course, I think crypto is definitely going through a nosedive in the recent months. Of course, on top of the fact that we have a crypto winter that I actually won in 2021, at the same time, we also have a lot of multiple huge exchanges collapsing. Okay, I'm not just talking about FTX, okay, because before that we have BlockFi collapsing, we have Voyager collapsing, and we have 3AC collapsing as well. All these are so-called like big, substantial names in the industry, and all of them collapsed like dominoes, okay? And with FTX collapsing, this is suddenly bringing this whole platform exchange sort of thing into a brand new light, okay? Because right now we have to talk about how all these exchanges are overly leveraged. So for example, if you're looking at exchanges and you're thinking, for example, if you look at Coinbase or you look at Kraken, okay, allegedly right now, both of them are actually covered for all their assets, for all their customers' assets are all covered one-to-one. For example, if I were to give 1 ETH, or if I were to hold 1 ETH into Coinbase, Coinbase is supposed to have 1 ETH. Coinbase is not supposed to take my 1 ETH and go out and borrow it, go and stake it, go and do any sort of the thing magic to make that 1 ETH into 1.2 ETH. They're not supposed to do so. Okay, so when they have my 1 ETH, it's supposed to be on the exchange 1 ETH at all time, unless if I stake it via the exchange. So if I were to stake it via the exchange itself, of course, I am also opening myself up to a lot of risk, because of course, according to how all these different exchanges has been for the past few months, you can tell, for us, we like to stake our coins. When you stake your coins, clearly you're just opening yourself to risk, because if the whole staking protocol goes to failure, if the exchange go to failure, if the coin goes to failure, all these are possible risk. And when all these things go to zero, you get zero as well. So of course, right now, personally, I have 3 exchanges that I mainly use, which is Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini. So last week I had all of my cryptocurrency in these 3 exchanges. And MetaMask. I actually had about like 2 ETH in my MetaMask that I forgot about. So today I have it all into my MetaMask instead. So I don't want to put them onto my exchanges, even though I was staking some of them to get some some additional currency by the side. But I refuse to put myself up for risk. But honestly speaking, my entire cryptocurrency portfolio is not really that big anymore. So I'm not really that worried. If it actually comes down to it where my entire crypto portfolio goes to zero, so be it. Okay, right now I'm looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at about $16,000 as of this recording. I don't see crypto really just having a sudden skyrocket anymore. Okay, earlier in the year I actually had pretty bullish predictions. For example, I had very bullish predictions for Ethereum and also Bitcoin, thinking that Bitcoin could go to $100,000 or Ethereum could go to $10,000. Okay, of course, I think needless to say, I'm probably wrong. But hopefully we still have another month to prove me wrong, I guess. But as of now, I don't see any clear pathway for us to actually hit a high enough level for us to even see anything of that nature. I do think that crypto is going to be going through a very scary long winter. I actually caught out for a crypto winter in 2021. I just failed to predict that the winter is going to be a lot longer than we expected. Personally, I thought that the winter was going to be about, say, like about a year or so, but clearly it kind of extended to a little bit more than that. And right now, I think the trust in the entire blockchain and the trust in the entire crypto system currently is on at the all-time low. If anything, it's actually in the negative. People just completely do not believe in the transparency of the blockchain anymore, which I think is quite detrimental to the whole entire blockchain technology, because blockchain technology is definitely going to be something that we have to look into building, look into advancing, look into developing for the next 10 years, 20 years. I feel that we are maybe just a little bit too early to the blockchain technology. Right now, everything is just guesstimation. We're just guessing. We're just betting on the market effectively. So eventually, we're going to get to the point where the blockchain technology is going to be taking over, and all this is going to look like a joke. But I think that like how the 2001, the .com bubble is to a lot of us right now, I think that today what FTX happened, alongside with all those BlockFi, your 3AC, your Voyager, all those exchanges that went bankrupt, all those hedge funds that went bankrupt, all those are going to be stories of how the .com bubble is to us today. And these are going to be the story for how it is going to be like maybe in 2040. I'm not sure how that's going to be working out, but something that I can assure you is that blockchain technology is definitely here to stay. I don't see us actually advancing or just skipping the whole entire blockchain generation in a whole cycle immediately. But yeah, anyway, that's all I have for this crypto update sort of video. I thought that I really wanted to get this out because if you guys are in Crypto.com, I don't know. I cannot really give you guys advice because I don't know what's going to happen with Crypto.com, but be safe. If you're that worried about Crypto.com, withdraw it out. If you're not worried about it, hey, continue staking your CRO, I guess. But anyway, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one.